How would your life change if every time you wanted a clear, correct, intuitive answer, you got it every time? Hi there, Rachael-Jayne here, and you're watching Awaken TV. This is the place where you get your weekly practice on presence, purpose, and practical spirituality. And this week, we're talking about the state that you need to be in to get a clear, intuitive answer. Now, many people ask questions all the time wanting a clear and intuitive answer, but it is all about the state that you're in, all about the energy that you're in when you ask the question. Because like energy attracts like energy, we're trying to get connected to a higher source, clearer guidance. And so for us, we need to raise our vibration to connect to that place. Now, I've got two examples that blew my mind about this practice. Many years ago, as you might know or remember, I'm a hopeless romantic. I was single for most of my life, and I was asking this question, where is my man, for a very long time. And when I realized that the times that I'm asking that question, I'm usually in a state of down, depressed, confused. Where is he? What's going on? So I decided one day to get myself into a very high vibrational state. I felt the gratitude in my heart. I felt the love in my heart. I got myself into this peaceful, joyful, grateful state. And then I asked the question, what is my next step to meeting the man of my dreams? And I sat in that place, and within a few minutes, clear as day, the word go to Toastmasters came up. Toastmasters, I'd known about it. I'd been invited to go about 6 months before, but I didn't know a whole lot. So I went, and a few weeks into going, I met Datta there. Now, I had a lot of judgments about him. He had a lot of judgments about me, so we didn't actually start dating. I was there for 3 years. Datta was right under my nose for 3 years at Toastmasters, but looking back, the answer was correct. So 3 years goes by. I'm like, where is he? Where is he? Most of the time, the questions are in this lower vibrational state. And one night, I remember it so clearly, I went, sat on the edge of my bed, and I got myself into this higher vibrational state. I felt the joy in my heart, the gratitude in my heart, feeling the peace and the love that was surrounding me. And then in that state, I asked the question and I stayed silent. I closed my eyes, and clear in my eyes as it was happening right there was the word sing. And there was like all these fireworks going off around it. That is your next step, sing. And I'm like, sing! I've given up the singing. I don't do that anymore. And it took me a couple of weeks to, be with that. There was a festival coming up. I thought, well, hell, why don't I just put a band together, just do this festival and see what comes of it. So I went to Datta, who was the only musician that I knew who was really, really good, and I wanted to play with really, really good people. So I went over and asked him, would you like to be my bass player? We started rehearsing. We started connecting in a very different way as friends. And that was the beginning of the end. Second answer, in a high vibrational state, very, very clear. So I want you to be honest with yourself about when are you asking the questions you want the answers to. Is it in a low vibrational state? Is it just every day you're driving around town and you're like, well, what should I do now? I want you to put time aside to feel the gratitude in your heart, the joy and the love surrounding you, that you feel great. And only when you feel great, ask the question and hold the silence and see what comes. So my beginning of the end was the end of dating people I didn't want to do, the end of like, where is he? The end of, the loneliness. And what is it that you're trying to end? There's something that's been going on that you're trying to move from, or maybe you're trying to start. What is it for you? What is the question that you want to ask? And I particularly love the question, like, what is my next step in order to get what I want, versus like, what's happening, or, an over-processing type question. And I want to hear from you. What is your question, or what helps you to get into a high vibrational state? You can post a comment below, and remember, all the interaction happens over at Rachael-Jayne.com. So head on over there now and leave a comment or question below. And the resource of the week this week is our Feminine Presence Meditation CD. There are quite a few meditations on it, but the final one is around connecting to your higher guidance. And I take you through a process that will, again, feel the gratitude and love in your heart and get you to that high vibrational state. The link is below. And remember, however you're feeling right now, you're feeling connected, intuitive, connected to something larger than you, or you're feeling disconnected. Everything is temporary. So be as present as you can and enjoy each moment as much as you possibly can. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week on Awaken TV.